Well, another another one of these little talks, these little speeches, these little monologues. I would say. First of all, let me move this right here. I don't really like to. So sometimes I have the camera facing me or to the side or to the left, but it's really distracting. I guess when I look at myself, I start getting distracted from it. You know what I mean? But maybe I'm not getting distracted. Maybe it's not distracting me. I'm the one being distracted. You know, it's my fault. And that really comes back down to what I was trying to get, what I was trying to get to today in a revelation that I made today that was pretty important to me. Is just me taking back my power, taking back responsibility for everything that happened to me. And I already was well aware of this and knew of this and have, already been like, yeah, it's my fault. Everything is my fault. But I guess I didn't really, truly understand it really to the fullest extent. Today I realized, oh, wait a minute. Things aren't making me scared. Things aren't making me, like failure isn't making me scared or anything like that. No, failure isn't doing that at all. I'm the one making myself scared. I'm the one. I just opened my stream over there and I just heard myself. I was just making sure it's not delayed because the other videos I had, I feel like that was delayed. I don't usually watch my videos back. I kind of just record, do that, and just upload them. I never watch them, but never. That's never is a strong word. I did kind of rewatch it a little bit, but I want to start watching it more because, I just gotta know exactly what's coming out. Because I know last time I seen something, it was like delayed, and I was like, damn, that's kind of trash. But you know, being consistent, those kinks will get ironed out as I every single day I do this. I'm gonna get better, and I'm gonna do it better, and I'm gonna improve it and reach new levels and do new things. Like I definitely wanted to get out of the routine of just playing video games. That's not really. I'm realizing that I really, I like playing video games and I like playing video games on stream. I don't really play video games outside of the streams. Like I just don't. I mean, maybe those games aren't the ones that I like that much anyway. But I don't know. This is just I'll figure it out. Like maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Yeah, but I definitely do like to talk and just like get things squared away, get things just to communicate and monologue and just like try to figure out things about myself and about my life and just what I mean, just let it out. Let it out. Definitely let things out. Um, but no, yeah, I'm gonna improve in my streaming, and definitely it's gonna get a lot better, and definitely gonna figure out new ways to do it as well too, like new ways of doing things, new ways of streaming. Like right now, this is what I like. I like to just talk and monologue. I could probably do this for like 20, 30, 40 minutes straight, just like going off on a tangent, this, that, and third, and just keep going and going and going and going and going. But really, everything that I'm talking about is just off the top and off the dome. But one thing that I wanted to get to today and I wanted to talk about, the one thing that has been kind of on my mind, or at least today it's been on my mind, but it was just really just taking back my power. And when I say that, I really mean it, like as in like I'm taking complete responsibility into everything that I do, even down to, so as I say before I got distracted, or before I chose to before I chose to get distracted, um, before I made myself distracted, uh, was that fear, like failing is a pretty scary thing, but failing isn't making me scared. Like being failing isn't the thing that's making me scared. I'm realizing now it's never really failure that makes me scared. It's me making me scared. I'm the one making myself scared. You know what I mean? And that's a powerful distinction right there, because see, when you see, I realize when obviously when you blame something, you're almost giving it the power of whatever it's doing to you. So me, I was saying, oh yeah, fear, this failure is making me scared. What I mean? I've decided that failure makes me scared. So now failure has the power to make you fear, to make you scared. What I mean? That's a lot of power right there. But that's the power that I gave. And that doesn't just come with that power. I gave it that power. You know what I mean? So I realized, and then so I'm realizing now, I'm like, okay, with this stuff, I'm really like, okay, wait, I don't, instead of saying, okay, no, failure is making me scared, I'm saying, no, 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 I'm the one making me scared. I'm the one making me feel scared, making me be nervous. I'm the one doing that. I'm doing that to myself. That's me. That's my own doing. It's not failure. So now I put myself in a position where I have the power. I hold the keys to end this thing. Like, okay, so I'm the one who's making me scared. All right, but let me just stop. And then it sounds very simple, but I think what gets hard is it just accepting blame for things is kind of hard and for people to do. Just being like, it's my fault, like I'm the one doing this. Maybe even admitting people you're scared is kind of someone, there's a lot of pride behind that, like, oh, I'm not scared of anything. But it's like sometimes you're scared, but sometimes and it comes down to, it's not those things making you scared, it's just you choosing to be scared. You know what I mean? And I already knew, I've heard of fear as a choice, and I've said these to myself, but I didn't really, it never really clicked. It never really, I guess it never really I didn't really fully grasp it until today, and realized, oh, okay, I am the one making myself da 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 this. And it's not just for the negative things. It's not just I'm making myself do that. It's even for the positive things like happiness. You know what I mean? I think one negative habit that I'm realizing now because of this, because of my blaming concepts and things for the reason why things happen to me or how I feel. Say, for example, happiness. Like, oh, I feel good. It must be because I did this and that and this and that. Oh, it's because I did that. It'll get really silly. Oh, it's because I wore the hat this way. That's what made me happy. I'd be in that mode. I realize that's a negative habit of mine. It's like I would just give credit to things that doesn't even make any sense. Like I wouldn't accept it that it was just me making myself happy. It has to be something else making me happy. It's definitely not me. You know what I mean? I've effectively given my power of my happiness to something else, to everything else, or I'm trying to give it to something else. Like it wasn't me that made me happy. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't taking the credit for, I wasn't taking the credit. See, I wasn't taking the credit for the negatives. I wasn't taking the blame for the negatives. So then, it's the yin yang. So if I'm not gonna take the blame for the negatives, I'm definitely not taking the credit for the positives of it, the positive things that happen to me. If I'm not taking the blame for all the fear, I'm not taking the blame for me not doing things or doing things, and I'm not taking the blame for that, and I'm acting like, oh, these things are making me do this, all these things. Of course, with porn, it's like, oh, porn is making me do this or do that. It's like, no, it's not. I'm the one doing these things. You know what I mean? Oh, being social media is it's making me distracted. Now I'm the one making myself distracted. Oh, social media is making me scrolling for hours. No, I'm the one making myself scroll on social media, scroll on Instagram for hours. Waste time on Instagram for hours. That's my fault. That's me choosing to do that. You know what I mean? It's not, Instagram isn't making me do that. You know what I mean? I'm the one making myself do that. So if I really want to stop, it's just a matter of telling myself to stop, because I'm the one who's doing it. Nothing is making me do these things. So I was say, so if I wasn't gonna take the blame for the things if I'm not gonna take the blame, then I'm definitely not gonna be taking the credit. And that's a bar right there. If I'm not gonna take the blame, it's gonna be hard to take the credit for things. I wasn't gonna take the blame, so then it was hard to take the credit for when I feel good, when I'm happy, when I'm winning. I'm like, oh, I won. It wasn't because of me. I didn't win because of me. It was because this thing. That's why I won, because of that. Oh no, it wasn't. I feel good, I feel happy. It wasn't because of me. It was because of this thing, that thing, this thing. You know what I mean? And it's a very negative habit, because it's like you're never in control of your life. It's always something is making things, either it's doing something negative to you or it's making you feel positive. What's the word? You're just kind of like a tool. You're just kind of just there, and everything else is controlling you, your life. You know what I mean? I realize I don't want to. That just leads to a very unhappy life, really. You know what I mean? Because it's like you're always, when it comes to the happiness, you're always looking for something to make you happy, because you've already given your happiness out to something. Like, oh yeah, since I'm not the one that's making me happy, this thing is making me happy, so I'm always counting on this thing to be there to make me happy. Oh, it's not there, but I need to look for something that's gonna make me happy. You know what I mean? And realizing that none of these things were ever making me happy. It was always been me making myself happy. I've always been the thing that's been making me happy from the beginning to the end. It has never been it was a trick of the mind. It was my own doing to make me think that. Maybe I picked it up on other people. Maybe I just picked it up on myself. But that mindset, you know what I mean, I was thinking as if those things were making me happy, when it was really the other way around. I was just making myself happy. You know what I mean? I was making myself happy. So I realize now I'm not I'm not I'm not delegating the power. I'm not giving my power. I'm taking it back. You know, I'm the one that's making me sad. I'm the one that's making me depressed. These things aren't making me sad. These things aren't making me depressed. That is not making me depressed. No, they don't have that power. You know, I'm the one that's making me sad. Okay, bet. So now it's easier to solve the problems. Now the problems can be solved. You know what I mean? When the problems is given to something else, oh, those things are making me feel this way, that way, this way, that way. They're the problem. So now I'm just sitting here waiting, twiddling my thumbs for them to fix the problem. Like, okay, yeah, I'm not the one that they're the one that's making me feel this way. So they gotta fix their act, and I'm just sit here wait while they fix their act, knowing damn well, really that's never gonna work. You know what I mean? Because they was never really the ones that really did it. It's always been a you thing. It's always been a you thing. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm realizing. That's always been a me thing. It's never been these things. And I've always just been waiting for these things to change so then I can be good. You know what I mean? Waiting for them to change so I can be good. When I realized, oh, wait, you know what? I've always been the one that could just do it myself. I could just do it myself. I don't have to wait. You know, I don't have to wait for these things to do it. Matter of fact, those things aren't going to, if I'm waiting, I'm going to be waiting for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? So I realize it's like, the power of that change is in my hands. But for that to be the case, I have to be willing to accept the blame for all the things that happen to me. I have to be willing, you know, and it's one thing that I'm realizing it's not even that hard just to be like it's my fault. But maybe it is kind of hard. But I guess it was kind of hard because I was blaming concepts. I was never really a person that blamed people for my problems, like actual people for my problems. I always just blamed things and concepts. Oh, it's fear. That's why this, that. Ah, yeah. Oh, failure. That's why it's this, that. You know, all these things. That's why. Oh, mine will get really silly. It's just really dumb. So, it's because I wore this shirt. It's bad, unlucky. I would get very superstitious. Oh, this is lucky shit. Oh, this, all this stuff. You know what I mean? Even with numerology, astrology, but I kind of do it. It starts to become that like an excuse, like, oh, this thing is not this. I can't. This thing is gonna. Oh, that's why. It's because I did. You know, you start getting to those type of sentences, and it's just clear. It's like, obviously, it's me. I'm the one making myself doing that, and that's the sense that if when people are watching this, you know what I mean, however long in the future, 2 days, 3 days, 3 years, 4 years, whatever this video reaches someone that needs to look at it or watch it or whatever, the biggest takeaway I would say is just basically that you are the one that's making you feel things, do things, think things. I'm the one that's making me feel things, do things, think things. You know what I mean? If I'm feeling scared, it's not because of whatever I think that is making me feel scared. No, I'm the one making myself feel scared. I am the one making myself feel scared. You know what I mean? I'm the one. The power to make you scared of stuff is dangerous to try to give it to other people. Because now those things can always make you scared. They can always trigger you. They can always, oh yeah, bet, trigger instant. Because you've given it that power. You know what I mean? And that's what I was doing. But now I'm done doing that. Obviously, and I don't think it's going to be, oh, I'm done doing it and now overnight, now I'm back. I think it's definitely a thing where I have to always be checking myself because the old programming is always going to come back. Even if I say this right now, as I just stop thinking about it, I might just run back on the old programming automatically. It's autopilot. So I have to make sure I always check myself like, nah, wait a minute. No, I'm the one. Like even today, I made this revelation earlier today, but then later, like literally 2 hours later, I got stuck in that mindset of being like, oh, these things are making me, You know what I mean? Like yesterday, before I made this video, yesterday, this is really, I love when I make revelations, because then I look back, I'm like, oh damn, I was really just going crazy with the wrong shit. You know what I mean? Like yesterday I was feeling good, and I was like, damn, it's because, why do I feel good? But it's because, it must be because of something. It must be, oh, it's because I did this. Oh, it's because I did that. Oh, and it's never because I just I just feel good. You know what I mean? It's like I can't really, it's like it's so hard to just say, yo, I'm just feeling good because I chose to feel good. You know what I mean? Like that's like a foreign concept to me. Like oh, no, it's because something had to make me feel good. Something had to make me feel good. You know what I mean? But really, it's just me. I'm choosing to feel good. I'm choosing to be happy. You know what I mean? I'm choosing to be happy, because the power of happiness and the power of feeling good was always in my hands. It's always been. It's never been in anything else. I've been delegating that power out. Definitely not a good idea, of course, but you know what I mean? Lesson learned. Now I know. It's like I'm just, it's on me. It's on me. I thought I seen some shit, fucking thing or some shit. I'll probably see. Let me know if there's a fucking ghost in here or something. That'd be kind of cool, but kind of exciting. But at the same time, even that is like, that's not really making me scared. The thought of there a ghost or something like that, which I don't, those don't exist for real. Um, the thought of that being a thing is just like, oh, is it scary? And it comes down to the fear of death. Even and like I said, with rejection and failure and all these things aren't making me scared. I'm the one making myself scared. So when it comes to death, it's like, oh wait, that's not making me scared. The dying isn't making me scared. Isn't making me feel scared of it. I'm the one choosing to feel scared of it. I think fear is kind of like a warning system. You know what I mean? It's a warning system to, so you can avoid it, but you know what I mean? But it's a kind of like your choice type of thing. I'm choosing to be scared of this thing, so I'm choosing to warn myself. Oh, I want to get away from that. You know what I mean? But really, it's just like I'm the one making myself be happy. I think it was just like I think what I seen was probably like a little dust or something. But I'm the one that's making myself feel happy. I'm the one that's making myself feel good. I'm the one that's making myself feel scared. I'm the one that's making myself hate myself. I'm the one that's making myself feel sad. I'm the one that's making myself feel confident. I'm the one that's making myself smile. Like it's a me thing. It's very, it's completely taking back the power. It's completely taking back the power to everything. So then you reach a point where it's like you realize, wait a minute, that means like nothing in this world is making it, it sounds negative, but then it's actually really powerful. It's like, oh, nothing in this world is making me happy, and it sounds negative by itself. You're like, oh wait, nothing can make you happy. And then it's like, wait a minute, nothing can make you happy because only you can make yourself happy. I think that's the second part of the sentence that needs to be said. It's like, oh, nothing can make you happy because only you can make yourself happy. You know what I mean? So it sounds negative, but then that second part, you're like, oh, wait a minute, it's actually very powerful, because you're realizing, oh wait, because if I'm the one that can make myself happy, then I can always be happy. Obviously we don't want to. It's not. It can't be 100% all the time. There's no perfect. You know what I mean? You can't be 100%. You can't always be 100% all the time. You can. It's not a perfect world. It's not a perfect reality, but when the power is in your hands, you can at least be like, okay, I can still be happy even in situations that aren't really aren't really in my favor. I can still manage to be happy because at the end of the day, I'm in control of my happiness. You know what I mean? Bad days, fucked up situations, they they don't have the power to make me sad. You know what I mean? I'm the only one that can make me sad. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying, and that's why I said that it's such a, it's a it sounds negative, but it's very powerful at the same time, because it's when you think about it and you be like, oh wait, since I'm the only one that can make myself happy, and I'm also the only one that can make myself sad. So there's nothing in this world besides myself that can make me feel happy and that can make me feel sad. I'm the one that's making myself feel sad and happy. The power is completely in my hands. The power is completely with me. You know what I mean? So it's like no matter what happens on the outside, it doesn't matter what happens on the outside. Whatever happens on the outside, it doesn't get to decide how I feel. It doesn't get to decide what I do. You know what I mean? It just is what it is, and I decide then what I do. You know what I mean? It isn't, oh, this X happens, so now boom, I'm feeling sad. This happens, so now boom, I'm feeling happy. No, it's this happens, boom, and now I decide how I want to feel about that X, how I want to feel about that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But X isn't an automatic, oh, this make me, no, this isn't, X isn't making me feel anything. You know what I mean? This thing isn't making me feel anything. You know what I mean? If I add this mindset to it, it sounds, and back to what I was saying, it sounds negative. It sounds negative because, like, oh wait, nothing can make you happy. Oh, that means I can't be happy. No, 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 no. It's saying, like I said, the second part, that's a very important key part of it. Nothing in this world can make you happy, because only you can make yourself happy. You know what I mean? So until you make yourself happy, you're not going to be happy. You know what I mean? You can try to find things that you think are going to make you happy, but there's nothing in this world that's going to make you happy. You know what I mean? Only you can make yourself happy. But so once you've made yourself happy, now you're not looking for things to try to make you happy. You don't need to, because you don't need to. For one, then they can't make you happy. And for two, you don't need them to make you happy. You know what I mean? They can't, and you don't even need them. So now it's like it's that time wasted, that energy wasted is not wasted anymore. Now you can completely just be 100, not 100%, but you could be happy right away. You can be confident right away. You can be the best version of yourself right away. You know what I mean? You don't have to wait for things. You don't have to do this, do that. You don't have to get approval. You can just be, you don't have to get approval to be happy. You don't have to get approval to win or to be successful. Like, you just do it right now. You know what I mean? Like I said, I am the only one that can make, you know, I'm the one making myself successful. I'm the one making myself, you know what I mean, win. You know, I'm doing drop shipping and I'm going to be very successful in that. But why am I going to be successful is because I'm the one making myself successful. I'm the one putting the work in. You know what I mean? I'm doing YouTube. You know what I mean? I'm doing Twitch streaming, and I'm going to be very successful in all of these things that I'm doing right now. Even this Twitch stream, this is the beginning of a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? I'm really going to be successful. I put in my bio, thank you for 28,000 subscribers. That's really going to happen. That's really going to happen. I don't know if it's this year. I don't know if it's this year. I don't know if it's next year, but I know that it's going to happen. But and why is it going to happen? Because I'm going to make it happen. You know, because I'm going to I'm the one that's going to make it happen. You know, just staying consistent. Of course, consistency is key. But also improving. You know, you can show up every single day, but if you show up every single day and you're not really improving, you're just doing the same shit, then you're not really, I mean, at least you're showing up. But like I said, that's like going to the gym, showing up to the gym, and you're only lifting the same weight every single time, and you just stay lifting the same weight for 3 years, 5 years, 10 years straight. You just stay at 45 at a plate, and you don't ever try to add more. Then it's like, what's the point of even being consistent if you're not going to change it up, try to get better? And that's something I realize now too to myself. Is like, I don't want to just keep coming on stream and just doing the same thing and not trying to improve my shit. Let me actually improve. I'm doing this every single day. Let me actually try to improve every single day. Okay, how can I make a better stream than the last time? I think that's just something I just thought of right now. This isn't something I just kind of in the moment right now. We're just rambling now. I'm just thinking about it now. It's like, why don't I just every single time that I stream, the next day I had to be like, okay, How can I do a better stream than I did yesterday? How can I do a better stream? What does a better stream mean? I had to figure out, what does that mean, a better stream? A more entertaining stream, a more me. How do I bring more of myself into that stream? You know what I mean? What do I need to do? You know what I mean? Okay, maybe I don't want to play the games no more. Let me shut this down. Let me talk. Let me talk like this. Let me just go in monologue. You know what I mean? What if that's, let me do that. Okay, but now how can I go further from that? Okay, what can I do? What's the next thing? You know what I mean? And really just taking it to that level. You know what I mean? Just being consistent. But back to what I was saying, is like, these things I'm gonna be successful in because I'm gonna make myself do this. And when I reach this success of Twitch, being successful in Josh and YouTube and Twitch and music, I do music as well. I like making music, and I'm a successful artist, and I like doing videos as well, like short films. You know what I mean? And I'm a successful director, and I'm making short films, and I'm very successful in those things. When I'm successful in all these things that I want to do, you know what I mean? I'm drop shipping, I'm making music, I'm gonna start making videos on YouTube, like little short films. I don't really think movies, but just short films. I have ideas for sketches, sketch comedy skits like Key and Peele and shit like that. But differently, and Dave Chappelle, but different shit. You know, we got the YouTube. I think I already said that. We got YouTube music, videos, YouTube music, drop shipping, Twitch, streaming, and whatever other things that I could think of. But all the things that I want to do in life, you know what I mean, I'm gonna be successful in. And when I do get to that success, I can say, oh, you know what? It wasn't because I did this. I wore my lucky socks. I don't have lucky socks, but you know what I mean. It wasn't because, oh, I ate that one cereal. Oh, it's because it's because I did this, because I did that. No, it's because I simply chose to. I made it happen. I simply said I'm going to do this. It's because of me. I'm the one that made me successful. It's me, and I can take that credit. But in the same breath, if I fail, every time I'm going to fail as I do all these things. I'm going to fail every single thing that I listed out. I'm going to fail in. You know, I'm going to fail 100 times, 1,000 times, 1,000,000 times. But it doesn't matter. Like I said, like, failure isn't stopping me from doing anything. The fear isn't stopping me from that. The previous video I said fear is not stopping you, and that's true. Like, fear is not stopping me from doing it. Like, yeah, sure, I might fail. I'm gonna fail a bunch of times, 100 times, 1,000,000 times, but I'm gonna get back up 101, 1,001, and 1,000,001 times. Like, it doesn't matter, because you know what I mean. I was watching a video the other day, a motivational video. I don't really watch motivational videos. I think it's kind of, even though I want to make, even though I'm trying to do that myself, you know what I mean, have my own account like that, you know, trying to get myself there. But there was something that was said in there. It said, one of the guys, I wish I could remember his name, but dude was saying, he said, yeah, you gotta love success more than you fear failure. You know what I mean? He's talking about how an old guy, you know what I mean, who goes on a walk every single morning, you know what I mean, and then one day he falls, and then the guy that told this story, he said that he went over there and he helped that guy, picked up that guy up, and then he told that guy, hey man, you should just stay inside where it's safe. You don't have to fall. And the old guy was like, but then I wouldn't be able to walk. You know what I mean? Because he loved walking. So I wouldn't be able to do what I love if I stayed inside all day. You know what I mean? And the old man says, oh, if I have to fall here and there to do what I love, then so be it. You know what I mean? And it's just like, and that puts in perspective, it's like, yo, if what you're doing you love so much, like I want to succeed, I want to be successful, you know what I mean, you'd be willing to do anything for those things, you know what I mean? So if I have to fail 1,000,000 times to be successful in the things that I want to do, then so be it. Then that's what has to happen. If that's what has to happen, bet. So let's say less. We're going it. I have to fail a million times, but then I become successful on that million and one time. Say less. We're gonna go in. We're going in. Strap in. We're going in for the ride. We're gonna go through all that shit. You know what I mean? Um, and that's and I guess that's how you have to be, and that's the type of mindset you have to be successful. You know what I mean? But of course, I don't want to be talking about it all the time. It's always best to do actions. You know, actions are the best things. You know, actions really prove what you're doing. Like me right now, I'm saying I'm gonna be successful in all these things. You know, but if I say all these things and then I close the stream, and then you don't see me again for 3 months, you know, nothing really happens then. You know, nothing. Then it was all just for a feel good moment. You know what I mean? Hopefully someone else took my words and they ran off with it, took the baton. But just know I'm right with you right now. I'm not. The 3 months gone. I'm not going anywhere. Like I'm hoping someone listens to this and they take the ball and they take the baton and start running. But just realize that, wait, I might be giving you the baton. I'm just giving you one of the batons I have. I actually have 100 batons. Boom, you got it. But I'm right with you. But we're all in different races. You know, we're all in different races. So it's like, yo, here's the baton, go take off. You know, whole time I'm making new races. Boom, get your baton. Now you go run, take your race, go over there. But I'm still going on mine. In fact, I just started. I ain't even been. I'm still lacing up, to be honest. But nah, I'm not. It's I'm being serious about these things, because really I don't really want to be a I don't want to work for someone for the rest of my life. I don't want to do things like that. I don't want to do a 9 to 5. I don't want to. I rather be. I like my freedom. I like doing things on my own. You know, I like doing things on my own time. I like doing things my own way. Um, and I'm gonna figure it out, and I'm gonna work hard and be consistent to make that happen. You know, the way that I can make it happen. You see, if I was a person that I like doing tech shit or doctor, then I'd be doing that. But I'm more of a person, I like these type of things. I like entertaining. I like music. I like making videos. I like laughing. I like the entertainment factor of these things. I like this type of way of doing things, because I guess I just naturally gravitate towards that. You know, so this is just my way of doing things, just being myself. It's just naturally, this is my thing, and I guess I really like talking and doing things of that nature. But let me see something real quick. Exactly 33 minutes. But I'm probably gonna end it right now. Another soul talk down.